take 500.
All right, so yeah, this is actually take 500. Welcome to Coffee Bar Monologue. I am here with my wife, Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Hi.
My name is Jared Hickman, and I'm going to be hosting this podcast. And I've had the idea of doing one for a while now, and then it just kind of faded away. And my sister-in-law brought up the idea of doing one a couple months ago. And so the idea struck back up in my head, and we're now here sitting at the coffee bar, hence the name Coffee Bar Monologue. It was literally brought up yesterday. I finally set up the equipment and said, let's do it. So this is just going to kind of be like an intro episode.
Why are you wearing a sweatshirt?
It's like 80 degrees out and I'm wearing a sweatshirt and all this, and I'm like sweating. So why aren't you wearing a sweatshirt?
Because it's hot.
Well, I am plenty cooled down by Bang Energy, which is our sponsor. Not really. But if you've had the Bang Energy drinks, the Rainbow Unicorn is the absolute best one. The cotton candy one is good too. That's the first one that I had. But seriously, if Bang would like to sponsor us, that'd be awesome. But anyways, yeah, no, we're sitting at the coffee bar in the kitchen. Set up the equipment yesterday and was like, wow, we need a name for the podcast, and it was all sitting at the coffee bar. So that just made sense. Like I said, I'd had the idea before of doing one, but I never had this like idea formulated, like this is what I want to accomplish with one or anything like that. I kind of just was like, I want to have like real authentic conversation with good friends, and I don't plan on having like a title on any podcast. It'll just kind of be the feature name and stuff like that, because we may have like an idea of something we start talking about, but I want it to like rabbit trail as much as possible, because that's like where real authentic conversation comes from. So we don't plan on planning anything, but today I do have something planned because Sarah's here. And so I found this online questions and how well you know your partner. And that just seemed fun. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. When your partner was a child, what did they want to be when they grew up?
You wanted to be a cosmetologist, or you also wanted to be in a rock band.
I think the second one is probably the more accurate one. When I was a child, I definitely wanted to just be like a guitarist in a band. Cosmetology came later, and it wasn't one that I really brought out at all to anybody. Like, nobody knows that. That's like the first time that's been said. But I had two cousins. I have two cousins in Canada that I grew up with, always messing with my hair. And so I think it just kind of drew on me that I wanted to do that myself one day. But I also did this like quiz with a good friend of mine, my pastor's wife. And it was like, what career best fits you? And somehow it was like a 98% match for me to be a cosmetologist, like hairstylist. So that was weird. All right, for you. You wanted to be an artist.
True.
You just wanted to be an artist growing up. All right, name a country your partner would love to visit.
Well, I know it used to be Romania for you, and I think it still is.
It is. That would definitely be like the top one. For those who don't know me, I am adopted from Romania, by MRA, Romania. So if you know where that is, that's where I would love to visit. Sarah, you have been wanting me to take you to Europe lately. And so I'm going to say Europe is probably like the number one right now. I know you want to visit a lot of places.
Well, it's a continent.
Ouch.
So you have to name a specific country.
Okay, you want to go to... I don't know. You want to go to England?
Which one would you say I want to go to the most?
Okay, give me like 3 to choose from.
Okay. Let's go Italy, Spain.
Oh, it's Italy. I already know that one.
No.
Wait, what? Okay, give me the third one. It doesn't count. Because what was your third one?
France.
Okay, France.
Oh.
It was Spain?
Yeah. I want to go to Barcelona.
I don't think you've... Oh, okay, just because of Ed Sheeran.
No.
It's a good song.
No, I researched Barcelona when I was in college.
Oh.
And it's a really pretty city.
Okay. Well, that's embarrassing. Did your partner have any nicknames as a child? What were they?
Hold on, let me think about this one. I feel like you told me some at one point, but I honestly can't remember.
As a kid, my uncles used to call me J-Rod, and that lived until I then had a friend also named Jared, but his name was spelled R-O-D instead of R-E-D, and he always went by J-Rod, and so I knew that I couldn't do that anymore. because mine wasn't actually spelt that way. But that was kind of the only nickname I had like as a little kid, other than like my grandma called me Jer all the time.
Jer Bear.
Yeah, let's not bring that one up. I had a dude in high school that used to call me that all the time. It wasn't like weird like that. He definitely had a girlfriend, but we were close, and so he always called me Jer Bear just to annoy me. But I guess Mouse wouldn't really count because I didn't have that as a kid. But
Yeah, I was going to say that one, but that was like when you were 17.
yeah, that's like the camp nickname. But you had a lot of siblings, so I'm guessing you had a lot of nicknames. But I feel like the most important one was just Princess.
Yeah, that was mostly by my dad, though.
Yeah, but I think that's probably the only one.
I mean, I also got called Sarah Bear,
Sarah Bear.
Sarah Poodle, Sarah Noodle, and a bunch of other weird things that didn't really rhyme.
And she loves to be called each and every one of those.
No.
All right, so which of your parents, which of your partners, aunts, and uncles are you closest to? I'm going to guess yours first because you're going to take some time to think about it. Yours are definitely just Kurt and Beth.
Yeah, because they live the
having them
closest.
around. Yeah.
All the other ones live in Ohio. For you, I would probably say Joel and Anjali.
Wow, I'm surprised you got that.
Well, they were really close to your age.
Well, they're not really close to my age.
Well, like closer than all the others.
Yeah, I thought you were going to guess like an actual like couple, but Joel and Anjali are siblings, my dad's siblings. But yeah, they're definitely the two that are closest to me. I figured you were going to say like Anjali and Ryan or something. But it's funny because Ryan, my aunt's husband, he had me at West Rome Baptist Church in Awana before they were even dating and everything. And so, yeah, we were close before them. But anyways, let's see. Which of your partner's achievements are they the most proud of? And I'm going to put a ground rule on this one. It doesn't have to do with marriage. So, like, not marriage itself. Like, obviously, like, my most, like, proud achievement is obviously, like, our wedding day. That's like, the greatest day of my life. But, like, personal achievements. Don't think too hard about this one.
For you, I would probably say the fact that you've put out your own albums. Done a lot in the music world.
Be specific.
Like
a specific achievement. Like, okay, I'm making it hard now. All right,
Yeah,
you got it. You got it. But my like best achievement is like putting out Don't Know.
Well, yeah.
So, which was released in 2017.
Not that you weren't proud of your other ones.
No, not at all that I
they
wasn't
led
proud
up
of
to
the other
that,
ones.
so.
But yeah, they all led up to that point because that was the latest one I'd put out. But for you, your greatest achievement, or the one that you're most proud of, I'd say it's probably your associate's degree. I feel like that's probably something you're most proud of.
I worked hard for that.
You did. What's your partner's least favorite housework task?
Dishes.
I get like a weird kind of mad when I do dishes. I get mad at the dishes, so I absolutely hate them. I feel like I don't know what your least favorite one is, but I'm just going to say, I don't know, taking care of the cat because you've never done it. But I said that I was going to do it because that was kind of the stipulation of me getting the cat. Stipulation was not the word I'm going for. It's kind of the, what am I trying to say?
Agreement?
Yeah, sure, because it's my cat. But anyways, what is your least favorite?
I thought you knew this because we talked about this, and it's folding laundry.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't fold my laundry.
She doesn't fold her laundry at all.
And if
so
anybody
that
makes
make
me
sense.
fold laundry.
You get mad.
Yeah.
Who would make you fold? Did your mom used to make you?
At work, I have to fold laundry.
Oh, at work. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Where do you work, Sarah?
Big B.
Big B Coffee.
I get to fold aprons and dish towels, except when I make somebody else do it.
Makes it sound like you just work in the back. She's actually like the best barista there. She's a manager.
Every once in a while, I have to fold aprons and dish towels.
All right. Name two of your parents. I keep saying parents when I see partners. I'm super, super dyslexic. Name two of your partner's grandparents. Bonus points. Can you name all of their grandparents? We don't need to do the bonus points because we're not doing points, but.
Oh, hold on. I got this. Lindsay. Karen.
You're going for all of them.
Yeah, I'm going for all of them.
Okay.
Karen. Carol.
Yep.
Cindy.
Yep.
And Don.
That is all my grandparents right there.
Bam.
All right.
Bonus. Your turn. All of them. All 4. You got less.
Well, Jane and Gerald are the 2 living ones. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, we're there. All right, and then I don't remember their spouses' names.
Mary Lou.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
And Emil.
I was just talking about how I like the name Mary Lou. All right. Well, I'm clearly not doing great at this. Outside of their career, what's something your partner considers themselves naturally talented at?
Music.
Outside of my career, I kind of do music in my career.
Sort of. Okay, outside of that,
Yeah.
video and audio. Is that in your career?
I mean, it is because I'm the sound tech. What do I do every single time me and Luke get together?
Skateboard.
Okay, there we go. That is that's my talent right there.
I feel like that's a learned talent.
I mean, so is video and audio and all that stuff.
Sure.
And music. You kind of have to learn it, whether you're naturally gifted with it or not. But outside of your career of making coffee, I'm going to go with art again, because that's what you like to do. And
Making coffee is art.
It is, but outside of your career.
Making coffee is art. That's in my career.
Oh, so I have to go even further. Well, you're not good at folding clothes.
Oh, thanks.
You're really good at doing the dishes.
That's in my career, too.
It is.
I do dishes all the time.
I feel like when it comes to talents and stuff, it's main. Well, I mean, yes, art is in coffee and stuff, but like specifically, you are really good at like creation art as far as like your drawing and all that stuff, and your graphic design and things like that. So I'm gonna say that one. What would you say?
I don't know.
You see, there we go.
I was just
That's what you do.
being obnoxious.
All right. What is your partner's favorite flavor of ice cream?
Very specifically, the cake batter from our birthday cake from Temptations. I think that's like your favorite ice cream ever.
Yeah, that's probably the best one because I used to not like ice cream, and that was like the one that broke me back into it, and so it tasted really good.
Otherwise, if hot fudge sundae is a flavor, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you have a favorite specifically. You don't technically lean to one side or the other when it comes to ice cream.
Normally, I would say I do.
Really? I don't think you've
Yep.
ever been like,
There's one specific flavor that I would always say is my favorite.
toffee.
No.
I don't know.
Coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you don't. I don't know.
I love coffee ice cream.
Okay. All right. All right. What is a personality trait of your partner? Wait, we're not going to do that. That one's just really weird. All right. It was what is a personality trait your partner dislikes about themselves and that they share with their parents? I don't want to offend anybody here. Yeah, right. Of all the ways there are to die, which does your partner fear the most?
That's a good question. Let me think about that one.
That's a good question.
You go first.
I have no idea. I don't know. There's one specific thing that would, like, I think I'm gonna die every time I do it because I don't know how to do this specific thing. So it makes sense for me, but I can't think of something for you. I don't know any way that you've ever expressed that, like, you get afraid. I don't know. Can you not think of one for me?
No, I'm trying to think of what in the world you're talking about.
Do I just throw it out there?
Sure.
I can't swim. I have like a legit fear of drowning. I'm also afraid of spiders, if that makes sense. I would die by a spider.
Spider bite.
What would be your... Well, no, then I'd turn into Spider-Man. But what...
Actually, here's the funny thing. Is that for me? It would probably be the same thing.
But you know how to swim.
I know how to swim. I don't swim well, though.
So you'd be afraid of drowning then.
And I think it's like suffocating in general.
You know what's funny is like the first thing that came to mind was suffocating. I'm not even kidding. Like I was just going to throw that out there because I feel like you have said that before. But
Suffocating is definitely like if I have nightmares about dying certain ways, it's either drowning or suffocating.
All right. What type of music does your partner secretly like? What's a music taste they have that most people wouldn't know they enjoy?
Can you repeat that question?
Yeah. Yes. What type of music does your partner secretly like? Maybe not secretly, but it also says what musical taste do they have that most people wouldn't know they enjoy?
I feel like I used not to know this about you, but very recently it's become super obvious that you like old classic rock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And like when I first met you, I wouldn't have known that right off the bat.
Well, when you first met me, I was just into like Bring Me the Horizon and Pierce the Veil, like really like heavy screamo bands. But I kind of grew up around like the 50s and 60s rock music because Carol always played it for me and stuff like that. And that's been coming back a lot, especially with the band that we're creating. So I'm currently in the beginnings of a new band, and we're definitely going after the like 60s like hippie rock more so. So and then like and music that you like that people wouldn't know. You know, what's funny is when we first started dating, I thought you liked super heavy metal music, and I think you maybe like kind of brought it up almost in a way to like, I don't know, make me think that you liked a lot of the same things as me. And so I bought you a Sempiternal album by Bring Me the Horizon, and I think it actually like scared her, but no, I don't know if there's, I feel like the music that you like, everybody just knows that you like it. I don't think there's anything that you secretly listen to, like that you wouldn't share with anybody. Like you like your pop music, you like radio pop is like the style of music you listen to. A lot of like Fall Out Boy and One Republic, a lot of the stuff that you hear on the radio, like those bands, you listen to those albums. I think the most far-fetched one that is completely different from all that is like Flyleaf. So like there is some really heavy sounds in there, but
Skillet's pretty similar to Flyleaf, though.
yeah, you like a lot
Listen
of Skillet.
to them.
Yep.
Evanescence too.
I don't think I've ever actually like thoroughly listened to Evanescence. Like if
I
when
don't
you say the
think you have
name, I
either.
can't think of any of their
I
songs.
know you've heard some of their songs because you listen to them and you're like, oh yeah, I know that.
Right. I probably know like their hits and stuff, but yeah. All right. What does your partner typically look forward to most about the weekend? You don't have a weekend.
That question sucks.
Yeah. Sarah works on Saturdays, like every day.
I mean, we get Sundays.
And then you also get like a random day during the week. So like your days off. Let's just say days off. What do I look forward to most about my days off?
Being able to sleep in. Well, not so much anymore.
Except I usually don't, because after I worked at Big B, I can't sleep in anymore.
Although we still got to sleep in, like from 3:30 in the morning.
Right. Yeah.
We definitely slept in later than that.
Getting up at 7 all of a sudden is like a delicacy. But
pretty much.
That's what you'd say is mine.
Well, I think you like to spend time together.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like just going out and doing things. So we'll just go to the mall randomly and walk around and not spend any money, but it's just fun doing stuff together. So for you, I would say, especially when it's like, if you get a day off, like to yourself or whatever, that's when you like to go off and just create stuff. You like time to like do your own creations and stuff. Not that you don't like spending time with me, but you personally like to. All right. What is someone your partner considers to be a mentor or who has been a strong positive influence on their personal development?
Chris Paoni.
Yeah.
Recently, especially.
Recently, Chris Paoni, but what's an old one?
Tim Stover.
Yeah. Wow, that's good.
Those are these things.
Those are probably like my two like tops. Well, actually, no. There's one that tops all of them, and it was when. If you get this, you're like the best. I mean, you're still the best, but.
Someone you're not related to?
No, I'm not related to them. It's someone from West Rome.
Kevin Lear.
Yeah, you got it. Right on. Yeah, those are like my three. Like
he just hasn't been like a recent one?
No, that
per
was
se.
like early teens.
Yeah.
He helped me kind of become who I am today, actually, I would say. But then going through those hard, like, mid-teen years, it was definitely Tim Stover. And then now, living in Grand Rapids, it's definitely been Chris Paoni. So he's just kind of been my guy. But for you, I feel like you haven't had, like, someone who you specifically meet with. I'm a very, like, one-on-one person, and so I seek out those people. Whereas I feel like you haven't had that specific person that I would just know.
I feel like a lot for me, it's my older siblings because
That's what I was going
I
to say.
have siblings in all different, not necessarily all different stages of lives, but lots of different ages. And so I can go to Chad for one thing and go to Michelle for another,
Right.
Seth, Becca.
I would say it's probably your
probably
sisters
know it
that
all.
I feel like you would.
My brothers too, though, in a way.
Right. All right. How did your partner spend their summers as a child?
You went to music camp.
I did.
I know.
Yep.
And, well,
I'd say child, I would say not like super young. I would say more so like the preteens and early teens.
late teens, you worked at Pine Ridge.
Right. That doesn't count. Like early child is still like early teens.
You did a lot of skate competitions.
I did. You rode horses and got bucked into walls by goats and chased chickens and.
In other words, you're just saying I lived on a farm, and that's all I did.
No, you didn't live on a farm, but
It was kind of a farm.
You had a lot of animals, and you and your siblings made home videos all the time. Like not as in just like watching each other eat food or anything, but like you guys like actually like put together like skits and like.
Do you know the name of the official movie that we made?
Wasn't it like it was something that had to do with homeschool or whatever?
No.
What? No.
The official movie that we made.
Luke knows it better than I do.
It's called The Mischief Makers.
The Mischief Makers.
Do
Wow.
you have any idea what it was about? Do you have any idea?
No.
It was about, so McDonald's used to have those little bears, the Beanie Baby bears,
Okay.
in the Happy Meals.
Yeah.
We had probably like 10 to 15 of those, and we named them the Mischief Makers. They each had their own name. Mostly it was like the little patch on them. That was French fry, hamburger, etc., etc. We had like a Canadian one too, actually.
Really?
Yeah. And it was about them and how we were like 3 siblings that moved in with like our aunt and uncle or something. And these bears caused mischief around the house, and we couldn't catch them.
Luke probably knows a lot more about that because Becca actually showed him all the videos.
No, I don't think he ever got to watch it.
No? Because
He got to
haven't
watch
seen
some
all
of
those.
them, but I don't think he ever watched the Mischief Makers.
That's right. She was all embarrassed to show him those.
Yeah, but I was the youngest, so it's not that embarrassing for me.
All right.
Besides Elijah, but Elijah was like 2.
He doesn't remember any of it.
No, he was in them though.
What are your partner's favorite and least favorite aspects of their work?
I would say your favorite is
For the record, I work at a Bible camp and a church.
the ministry aspect of it,
Yes.
and the fact that you love to be around people as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's about right on.
As far as least favorite,
There is a least favorite.
I'm trying to think of like I could say something, but then I feel like I just go on a rabbit trail.
Go for it. What is it?
And I'm not sure it's necessarily what you're thinking of, and I feel like there's an easier way to say it, but
It's really simple. So you probably don't have it.
probably not.
There's only one like downside to all of it and what I'm doing, and I think it's just the drive time. That's like my least favorite. Is I'm driving.
That's not really
everywhere.
part of your work, though.
No, but it like I have to do it.
Drive time is pretty much any job.
Yes, but like I'm constantly going from one place to another, and I guess not necessarily drive time, but more so as like I feel really run down just from how I don't know. So yeah, I guess I would say drive time. But if that doesn't count, then it's just having to be in multiple places at one time. I feel like for the jobs, like I feel like I'm an organized person, but I get really stressed out by too many things. And both of the jobs I do a lot of things at. Well, not necessarily the church one, mainly just camp. There's a lot of stuff I have to do at once, make sure it gets done. and I get really stressed out by all those things. And so I guess that would be my downside. But for you, you love making coffee and you get free coffee all day. So
Yep.
that's clearly a favorite. And then probably the least favorite, I feel like the position you have adds a lot of stress to it, being a manager. And so, and also you aren't like a big people person. And so when
That's the biggest.
when people complain about stuff, like when I was working there, I was really calm and good about like calming people down and stuff. And that's why you always threw me on drive-through or something, because people in the drive-through are always just mean. But for you have a hard time like dealing with people. And so I would say that's probably the worst part for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People in general.
Let's see. Does your partner consider themselves more like their mother or more like their father in terms of personality, and in what way?
I don't want to make this sound bad, but I feel like I don't know what you would say.
I think you're going to be the complete opposite.
I think you would want to say that you're more like your dad.
Yeah,
but I think you're more like your mom.
Okay, why?
Because you're definitely not as chill as your dad.
No, not in that aspect.
And I feel like you and your mom have a lot of the same personality traits.
Okay.
You're both very strong-willed.
Yeah.
Not that neither of your parents are super like people-oriented.
Right.
But I feel like your mom is more so than your dad in certain ways.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I get that. I was definitely going to say my dad, but also basically for those reasons too. Like, my dad is very strong-willed in the fact that he wants to get something done and he'll get it done. Also, the fact that I'm a people person, when it comes to ministry, he's a big-time people person. And so, like, I would have said those same things, but for my dad.
I feel like you resemble your mom more in the way that you portray those things, though.
Yeah.
Because she has those.
She's way more outgoing, too.
But I see more similarities in the way that you and your mom interact than the way that you and your dad.
Right. For you, I think I'd also say you definitely more so resemble your mom than you do your dad. Your dad is very, well, I feel like your mom and dad both share very similar personalities, though. Whereas your dad's a little more quick to act on his thoughts, I feel like, whereas your mom kind of holds it more in. So like, those are the two big like differences as far as like how you handle situations. You tend to like not necessarily box things in, but you think a little more before you act. And so for that way, you're more like your mom. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like your parents are really close, and so it's kind of hard to say which one is which. What would you say? I feel like they have very similar personalities, and I might be the only one that thinks that, but I think they do.
I feel like I would like to say my dad, but at the same time, I feel like a lot more people would say my mom.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of tell when you clash with a parent more that you're more like them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I would say that's with my mom.
Okay.
So I would say, yeah, personality-wise, like I feel like it's hard because the way we see our parents, it's more than just personality that we see.
Right.
We see ups and downs and everything.
Yeah.
So.
All right. What purchase is your partner currently considering, and what's on their wish list?
Well, you were looking for a microphone stand, but...
I'm making Sarah hold her microphone.
And possibly a new vehicle, because you're looking for one of those every 2 months. And, you know...
Yeah, that's...
we just got the Blazer, It's almost been 2 months now. It's about that time.
Yeah, it is. The brakes went out on it, so it's time for a new one.
And we got it at the end of May, so
yeah,
the end of this month, you're due for another vehicle.
I am. I'm currently actually have texted quite a few people on Marketplace about vehicles, so yeah, that's always a thing for me. I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing, but I like change, and I also don't know the best about fixing vehicles when they're like too far gone. whereas some people can take a pile of junk and make it great, like Dusty, which I would love to have on sometime. But he's been driving the same vehicles for like 10 years, and they are literally falling apart, and he will not get a new vehicle. But anyways, that's something I'm currently considering. What's on my wish list? What's something I would just go out and buy if I could?
A skateboard.
I'm good with the deck that I have, but I
I mean,
definitely
you'd
need
probably
new
buy
trucks.
new trucks.
Yeah, I need new trucks because mine aren't the right size. Anything
Something else? I mean, you pretty much always would go out and buy a new guitar if you could.
But I just got my dream guitar, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I've got my 2 guitars, and I'm actually set
That's
with them
true.
right now.
And you got a drum set, so you're good there.
I am. Yeah, I'd say that's probably about it. I mean, I'd probably go get food right now because I'm hungry, but other than that,
That's not really a wish list.
I mean, that's always a wish list.
Eh.
I think more would agree with
You'd
me on
go
that.
get a new tattoo.
I would get
That's
a new
on
tattoo.
your wish list.
Yeah.
Bam.
How many tattoos do I have? Random question.
A lot.
Yeah, I don't know either. Okay.
You've tattooed too many for me to keep track of
Yeah.
all those, so.
Right. Okay. For you, a purchase you're considering. Well, you wanted to buy new hot glue sticks, and you couldn't find those, so you definitely have those on your mind still, unless you bought them today.
No.
Oh no.
Although
okay.
I should have looked at Meijer, because now that I think about it, I think Meijer does have them, but Walmart just does it for some reason.
Right. Okay. So you're always wanting to buy art stuff though, and so I can see you always wanting to buy. For like 4 of these questions, I've just answered art.
Art.
On your wish list, something in Chicago. It's you want to get some cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
That's your wish list.
I mean, not exactly, but okay.
So what is on your wish list? I don't know. You don't talk. I talk about a lot of things I want to get. I feel like you don't really.
Recently, I've been thinking about an art tablet.
An art tablet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for the questions that I have. Yeah, that's just some random online thing I found. And yeah, so this is just totally completely random and thrown out there, and I hope we weren't too boring for you guys, but I'm hoping to have a good friend of mine, Carlos Torrento, out here to kind of talk a little more about Bridge Street Mission School and stuff. And I won't go into detail because I want him to be able to talk all about that. But other than that, anything else you'd like to say, Sarah?
Peace out.